Hey there, everybody. It's Andy from the Backyard Hang podcast. Before we get going on today's hot episode, just want to give you a little reminder. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. So's America. Not sure about that one, but I think we are.
As of right now.
We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Go follow us. Share our clips. We need your help. It was my birthday last weekend, so you owe it to me. I'm an older man now, 45. So happy birthday to me. Go follow us on all social media and enjoy the episode.
Bye.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the Backyard Hang.
We're here.
Thought about dragging that way out.
It's the week.
Are here.
It's the week of Alex's.
Are here. Do you guys remember that?
Bachelor party.
Oh, it's a batch, bitch. We are doing it this weekend. Got a dinner on Thursday, hot dinner on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. And then a 2-day trip down to Joshua Tree.
What are we going to be doing on this bachelor
Anybody
party?
email about a late checkout on Sunday yet?
Not yet.
We should do that because there's football.
Oh
yeah,
that's
football.
right. That's right.
It's the championships. The
conference championships.
Champs.
One of the attendees will be very invested in one of the games. I don't know what day
Jason
that
Hellerman
game is.
I don't know if Jason's going to stick around.
It's funny. Tori was like, I bet Jason's really happy. And I was like, I'm actually nervous. By how hard he took it last time.
Did he take it hard last time?
Yeah, he took it pretty hard, I think.
Did you watch with him?
I think he just talked about how hard he took it.
Well, I think you cheer hard, you live hard, you take it hard when
Yeah,
you
you
live.
take it
I
hard.
mean, you got one speed out there.
It's like when your little kid falls in love for the first time, you got a 14, 15-year-old, they fall in love you guys don't know yet, but
I don't know yet.
your little stepdaughter falls in love for the first time, and you're just like, I'm happy for her, but I'm also nervous because I know the first one often ends.
But that's part of it. That's what makes it so beautiful. That's what I tried to communicate to you two idiots, and you didn't get it. Is you got to stick around for when it hurts, because then when it goes good,
But what we're saying
feels so good.
is you stick around, you feel all the pain, but then you get a little enjoyment by just picking up another team.
I wouldn't mind watching the Bills win. It'd be nice to see the Bills win. Also, it'd be nice to see Philadelphia win because our friend Jason would be so happy.
It'd be nice to see him. Look, that's one of the outcomes I'll be okay
I
with.
wouldn't mind seeing the Commanders win.
I would mind.
It would be fun to see the Commanders win.
Wouldn't
I'm
it?
anti-Commanders.
It would be fun.
Oh,
You're
man. Can you imagine the Chiefs, the three-peat?
No, don't
How
want
sweet
that.
would that be?
Here's my list of bad outcomes. Is Chiefs #1 with a bullet. Boo.
You guys think Travis Kelce retires if they win?
No.
Or if they lose?
I think he proposes. I think he proposes in the confetti as it comes down. He proposes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I think they're already engaged. I think they're just not out with it yet.
Is that right? Well, then he's got nothing to lose by doing it again.
So we got 4 teams left.
Knows that.
You got to give us your worst case Super Bowl. And so right now, you're saying the best case scenario is Kansas City loses in the conference championship.
To the Bills, yeah.
So the Bills go to the Super Bowl.
The Bills go to the Super Bowl.
So your best case scenario is Bills versus...
Well, that's tough because I'd be happy if either the Bills or the Eagles win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a good pal. Be happy if the Eagles win. Kind of want to see the Bills win. I mean, a beleaguered city. They've been rooting for a perennial loser. And
a lot
Cincinnati.
of comics getting to dust off their jokes about the Bills shirts getting sent to different countries.
Oh, right.
They think Bills are 4 times champs down there.
It's Cincinnati and Buffalo very tightly knit over the past handful of football seasons. They sent a bunch of money to Andy Dalton's charity when we eliminated the Ravens, which got the Bills in the playoffs a handful of years ago. There's the DeMar Hamlin thing. There's a lot of connections going on.
Is DeMar still out there?
Still playing. So I'd go Bills or Eagles. Chiefs is the absolute #1 worst case.
You wouldn't
Would
find
hate
some fun in seeing someone three-peat for the first time ever?
I would.
I'm not even doing a bit. I enjoy when the best team win, like things like that. I like a dynasty. I wouldn't mind seeing him win a third one.
It's the worst bandwagon thing, but I like it too. I want to see them pan to Taylor, and she's happy.
Right now,
3 in a row, and we saw it 3 in a row, and we saw it.
You Mickey
and then when
Mouse,
we're 70, we'll be like, remember when Casey
Patrick
won 3 times in a row?
You fucking Mickey
Travis
Mouse
Kelce
cheese dick
loud.
motherfuckers. Okay, this is bullshit. Don't. I mean, how are you not sickened by the product that is on the field right now?
I feel like I'm in the same boat. Like I think I'm the only one that wanted that 72 or 73-9 Golden State team to win.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
the
yeah.
undefeated Patriots to win.
Yeah.
No.
It's a great
When
story.
my team's out, I just want the best team to win.
No, that's what's great about sports is the best become the villains. We pull down in this country. That's what we do. We rip down. We come. You saying you're not better than us. You get down here in the mud with the rest of us. Okay, so Chiefs is number one. I don't want that. Commanders number 2, and that's solely because of the way they beat the Bengals this season. That's still stuck in my
what
craw.
they did with you. Yeah, sure.
I don't love it. And then beyond that, I'll be happy with the Eagles or the Eagles or the Bills. It's a neck and neck race there. If I'm around Jason, it's the Eagles. If I'm not, I'm sitting here right now.
If I'm
I
watching
think
it
it's
with
the Bills.
Jason, I'll cheer for the Eagles. I'm not going to make him mad right to his face.
Yeah.
No.
I would love that, but look. Do we know when the games are? Is it one a day or is it 2 on Sunday?
It's going to be
Sunday.
2 on Sunday. It's going to be probably close to your normal without an evening game. Probably like a California morning and a California afternoon game.
Oh, you gotta love that. That's why you moved to California.
What if we go to some sports bar down there on the way? I think we got to watch these football games.
Even if we don't get the
drive.
late checkout, we just go to a sports bar there.
I think we could probably make our way to a casino nearby. We want to put some money down on these games.
That Palm Springs
Little money.
Casino.
Yeah.
There's a sports bar. And I think you can smoke cigars in it.
There you go. We just zip on down.
All right,
We're about
hang
to
out
have
a couple
a
extra
time.
hours, sober up.
That could be fun, guys. That could be fun. We finish that bag of mushrooms and we have ourselves a good old-fashioned good time. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Well, we got a lot of stuff on the rundown over here.
Rattle it off.
Going to talk about Alex's bachelor party. Did we finish, you think? Or are we gonna...
No, I think there's more.
There's still more to talk about.
Because I got questions.
We got to talk sleeping arrangements. That's what I'm curious about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've already
We
texted Andy
sleeping
about it.
arrangements.
Okay.
All right. So Alex's bachelor party. I was in Banff for the last weekend, also in San Diego. We're going to go over what everybody did to stay away from the fires and stay safe, check in, see how we're doing. Alex has what would you do? That will be on the Patreon. I see I've written down here. So sorry I brought that up. That's a little tease.
That's a tease. That's
a tease if you listen to the Patreon. Alex got a laugh of the week. Also, a thing happened to Alex.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it.
To him.
Just a thing.
Didn't have time to come up with a thing.
Yeah.
Tommy's also got a would you rather. We're going to talk some bakery stuff, and I got a shout out.
Oh, should we get into the shout out first?
You want to hear this shout out?
Shout them out.
This is just a fun shout out. See what you guys think about this. This is from the internet, from Instagram, I think. I believe this is from Instagram. My wife, my queen, sent it to me, screenshot from Silly Sunny Share. She commented on a picture I think I posted to the internet. Wonderful man and husband. I bet you paint her toenails.
What the fuck is going on here?
Was that on your birthday picture?
On my birthday picture.
Did you get burned? Is that a burn?
I don't think it's a burn.
Seems like a burn.
I think it seems nice, doesn't it?
Do you paint? Have you ever painted your queen's toenails?
No.
Can I tell you?
I'm not saying I wouldn't. She just doesn't want me to. I'm not like a little kid.
It'd be ticklish.
She's got a job.
Well.
She would pay as a professional.
What else do you do with that
fingernails.
little red pillowcase you got in around you? Proper little tootsies up there painting her toenails.
You paint your fiance's toenails?
I never have. No, I think I've been offered. It was just like, "Do you want to?" And I was like, "No, I don't."
Oh, she's like, "Do you want to?"
And I was like, "I do not."
Maybe been with some guys that are into it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe this will get you going.
This seems like something that only happens in a movie. I cannot believe in real life this is like a thing that either party wants.
The guys are painting their ladies' fingernails, their toenails. Yeah.
I mean, there's something odd about it, right? You're not going to do a good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's going to be tickled.
Uh-huh.
And it's nobody's coming.
Well, you don't know that. I loathe.
You tickle somebody long enough, you never know what's going to happen.
Loathe the smell of nail polish. It smells so bad to me.
But what if you mix it with feet?
Oh, then I'm in. You know what?
Mix it with feet.
I go back around. I'm back in. Can I tell you? I'll sneak in a secret laugh of the week here that applies to kind of what we're talking about.
Okay.
Andy, is that you said a couple weeks ago on this podcast that you started the book James, which is a retelling
Finished
of
it.
James, retelling of Huckleberry Finn from Jim's perspective. And you said you were uncomfortable because you were listening to the audiobook. And there's quite a few words in there that
quite a few. Yep.
But you've also said on this podcast before that you will read to Tori as you fall asleep.
That's true.
And the thought of you reading that book aloud to Tori as you fell asleep.
Well, I can tell you there was another book that had that specific word in it, and I was reading it. So I'm reading, so I don't say the N word. I just read. I read it, and she wakes right up. It's not peaceful for her falling asleep. She goes, no, just even if it's written, never. I was like, yeah, I agree. I'm trying to perform the story for you.
Trying to do
I
a
mean,
good job, showman.
I didn't know you guys were over there censoring and burning books, but it's the new world, I guess.
Oh, really got a chuckle for me. First couple chapters.
Yeah, you liking it?
I like it so far. Yeah,
it's good.
I really enjoy it.
When you listen to the audiobook, the problem, and I assume it's African
bird from a
American
movie up
narrator,
there.
but at some points he's doing white characters. And he's good at performing it in the way that makes the white characters seem very hateful, and it makes me uncomfortable.
I'm too removed from this story to be retelling it, but a friend of the pod, Tom Takar, his wife has a friend whose boyfriend
Jesus Christ
wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
And
why don't you just say a stranger?
A stranger.
Why don't you just say there's a book out there?
There's a book that
by
exists.
a guy.
But we were talking to him at a barbecue in Tom's backyard. So he wrote a book, and Moore was asking questions about she was like, did you read the audiobook? And he did not, but he said that it's a nonfiction book where he interviewed a lot of people, and some of the people he interviewed were Asian, and he said that the narrator of the audiobook took some liberties with the accent.
Oh, really?
That really made him uncomfortable.
It's the one place where you can still do fun accents, I think. Audiobook narrator.
Audiobook.
Everywhere else, you're like, hey, that is a little offensive, but these audiobook narrators, they're doing them all. They're doing Asian, they're doing Hispanic, they do all the accents.
And that's why you've been trying to get into that racket for a long time.
I would love to do it. I would love to
We have a friend
They
who
do girl voice, they do boy voice.
We have a friend who does he reads audiobooks. This is his gig. And we were talking about it at length the other day. One of the things he said that I found was pretty interesting. He was like, as an audiobook, he used to pay a researcher, because best thing is you read the whole book yourself before, and then when there's things in there that you don't really know, you research. He's doing one about basketball. He's not a huge basketball fan, so he's having to look up what's a triple double and what does playing off the ball mean, stuff like that. But then he said there's some people who just get a gig, they just kind of jump in and they read a book, audio book, and he's and then they get to towards the end of the book, and they'll be and then he said in his thick Scottish accent, and then they'll be fuck, and they have to go back. So he's people try to try to skirt it and not read the book before they're done, and then it's revealed that there's an accent that they have not done at all, and they're shit, they got to go back and re-record.
Got to drop that in.
Oh, that's very funny.
A good audiobook narrator makes the world of difference. I mean,
it really does. Yeah, you get a good one.
I really enjoy these Harlan Coben mystery novels.
Yeah, me too.
And there's one guy who does such a good job that I'll only listen to his audiobook versions. There's a ton on Audible, but by different people, and I'm I don't like it as much.
There's one Audible guy. He's doing all these Audible. He's doing a ton of Audibles that I can't listen to him. Let me throw his name out there. This is a little negative advertisement.
This goes against your New Year's resolution.
No. This is anti. Yeah. Man, this is against everything I stand for. But I have a tough time listening to the narrator, Scott Brick.
Oh, I think I've listened to Scott Brick.
He kind of goes down on everything he says.
Yeah.
And just loses the energy of the story.
Go ahead.
Did I tell you about this book about raising a teenage daughter called Untangled? I listened to the audiobook. I'm listening to the audiobook again because now I have a little commute. I'm just kind of the first time I listened to it was a couple years ago, I think, and then now my kid's kind of about to be a teen, so I'm in it. I'm studying for the exam. She does this thing which I think is something I don't enjoy in writing, and I enjoy it less in audiobook version, where there's an example where she's I'm not going to do the whole thing, but she's when it's in the 6th grade is when girls start to have romantic relationships, but it doesn't mean anything. And she's I remember when I was in 6th grade, she tells this personal story. She's I said I was going with the boy and my parents flipped out, and what does that mean? And she was I didn't understand why they were so upset, because going with just meant we sat together at lunch and sometimes passed notes. Well, once we did hold hands, once we did kiss, but that was, and I'm why are you doing, I'm an adult. Why are you being well, actually, once we did kiss? Just erase that sentence and say all we've done is kiss one time. Yeah. It's that thing. It's people, it's a stand-up thing too, where they'll like in the moment be correcting a thing that's like
oh yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
it on purpose. Yeah.
You had all the information.
just trick it. Don't you have to
Yeah.
trick me?
Mhm.
You didn't have to say that.
Mhm.
You could have said it better.
Mhm.
Untangled is a high rec for anybody that has
I think
daughters.
I am familiar with Untangled. Isn't that the one where they say you just lock your teenage daughter in a tower?
Oh, that is Tangled.
Oh,
You completely missed the mark.
Missed
Andy
that,
is-
missed it.
Has some regrets now. Made some mistakes.
Do you want to do the would you rather?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or what would you? Maybe it's a what would you do? It
What
doesn't
would you
matter.
do?
But it's a scenario.
I'll make a choice.
So, just painting the picture, like you are texting someone
Mm-hmm.
and you are shit talking someone. So let's say you are texting. I'm trying to think of the degree because I had a real scenario. But it's like someone's in your life and you're texting about them and you're like, can you fucking believe that? And you're not going nuclear, but you are really going into this person for a reason. You're in the right. Let's just say for the scenario.
And it's not the person that I'm
nervous it's
texting.
me.
So we'll just do it. So Andy is texting Alex about me.
Uh-huh.
I guess we shouldn't do it personally. So this is already unwinding in a bad way. You are texting Bob
Uh-huh.
about Terry, right?
Yep.
And you're saying, fucking Bob,
Terry.
can you believe that Terry's this piece of shit and he did this?
Two-time and Terry.
Two-time and Terry, and you press send.
Uh-huh.
And you look and realize you've sent the message to Terry.
Oh, yeah.
So now,
nightmare.
with the new update,
Yeah.
you can unsend that. So
Right.
here's the scenario. Terry, you don't get the satisfaction of knowing anything from Terry's side.
Uh-huh.
Do you unsend that message
Uh-huh.
and maybe they didn't see it? Either way, they're never bringing it up. And live your life with saying, like, maybe they never saw it,
Yeah.
or maybe they did, or do you leave it there so you at least know that they've seen it? They're never bringing it up in either scenario.
Uh-huh. I'm leaving it there. I think if I do that, so let's take out like the future knowledge of they're not bringing it up. Let's say I do that.
Yeah, go real time.
I send it to Terry. I go, oh, fuck, I sent it to Terry. I think my move, because I believe if you unsend a message, it says message unsent.
Message unsent. But in this scenario, which is in real time, in real life, you don't know whether they saw it or not if they see message unsent.
Does Terry have red receipts on? So I would know if they saw it.
Terry lives his life like me.
But I think I leave, because I don't know if Terry like saw it or not. I don't know if he saw it. I think I leave it there and I go, this is a bit. I'm going to like wait for him to respond and be like, I double down on it. Maybe I send another one. I play it off like it's a bit I'm doing. Because I don't think, because if I unsend it, then I sent him something that I didn't want him to see.
Yeah.
And if he did see it, that's bad.
Unsending, it's the only chance you have that they don't see it.
But I can't live my life. I don't think I could live my life with the not knowing. I don't think I could walk around not knowing. Even if they're not bringing it up, like you say, I don't think I could live my life.
In this scenario, you're going like, hey, I was doing a bit. And even in that one, they don't believe you.
I think what I do is that they don't respond. They're like, this is kind of fucked up. I think I come back like a day later. I go, nothing on that bit. I go, I just.
Oh boy.
You give me nothing on that? Oh, what the hell?
What have you message? Oh, not you, Terry. This was about my mom's boyfriend, Terry.
Terry with an eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Would
I'm deleting it.
You're deleting
I'm deleting it. I hope for the best. I deleted. I hope for the best.
And you just live kind of going, I don't know.
There's a chance you delete it, and they're like, "Hey, what'd you delete?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, it was nothing. I meant to send something to somebody else."
Even in that scenario, I'm like, they may have read it and they're trying to like deny that they even saw it.
I was trying to text Bob how much I think you're cool.
I thought me and Bob were talking about how much we love
fucking autocorrect.
Bob and I were talking about how much we love what a dirty fraud you are.
I think I gotta leave it. I think I gotta leave it.
This happened to you? Or
No,
somebody
it
you
was
know?
happening because it just came up in conversation that I did that years ago when I was single, and before you had the opportunity to do it. But it was with two gals, and I wasn't shit talking. I was
You sent the wrong gal.
Sent the wrong gal a thing about the
Two
thing.
gals at the same time.
I got my email set up where it gives me 30 seconds to be like, "You sure you want to send this?"
Isn't that just now how emails work?
I don't know. I had to go in and manually do it.
Oh
but
yeah,
it saved me
it's been
recently.
doing that. Like sometimes I'll respond to someone on Instagram, and it's like, "Do you want to schedule this?" No.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I think
They're
in the
like, "Do you
new,
want to schedule it so you don't bug someone in the night?" I'm like, "Well, if they have their phone on, it's their fault."
You're a machine. You don't know
Send it.
social niceties. Get the fuck out of here.
I think in the new iOS you can schedule texts.
Oh, okay. I don't.
I saw this thing on the
I don't
internet.
know when I
that
would need that.
I didn't get into confirming if it were true, but do you remember the guy that cried about the double rainbows?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's becoming a triple rainbow.
I think that guy has since passed, but
all
he
right,
was like a
Peter, stick to the
other
prolific
side of the
YouTuber.
two rainbows.
He was a prolific YouTuber to the point that he had recorded and scheduled the release of YouTube videos for like the next 15 years or something crazy.
Wow.
And I would love for someone to do research. I just saw it was his photo and it was like the double rainbow guy, had everything but his name. And then I didn't feel like doing a bunch of research on a thing, but you can schedule all this stuff now.
This is a
Luigi was supposed to have scheduled. He had one
Oh,
scheduled.
really? Luigi had some coming up.
Isn't this the plot of P.S. I Love You kind of? Just where you get something
it
after
is.
they die. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a little letter or
If you
video.
like unsending or sending text messages to the wrong thing, you're gonna love my new stand-up comedy album. I got a bit about that.
Hey.
Oh, is
I
that
got a bit
right?
about that on there. Yeah.
Are you ready to drop any details about that?
Beach Brain. It's coming out in March.
Woo!
I have the date, but I don't have it written down.
All right.
I mean, I have it written down in a notebook at home.
Well, let us know when we should save it. Let us know when we should save that date.
When can we pre-order?
February. I don't remember that date either, but it's
Okay.
coming up. It's
All
in
right.
February.
Physical albums coming out?
No physical
Nobody does
albums.
that
No
anymore.
physical albums. It's all online.
What about an LP?
No
couple LPs,
You
collectible.
think I should get some EPs, man? Some LPs,
Get
some
some
EPs.
final
Records
press,
are back.
Yeah, dude. You should
I
do
got a
like
record player for Christmas. I tell you guys that?
No, maybe you did.
Yeah,
you
maybe
should
I
have
did.
like 50 records. We could do it on the Patreon as your marketplace.
50 records on the Patreon.
50,
you think?
50 records. Yeah,
You think
yeah.
I get 50 pressed?
I think you
You
get
think
50
we have 50 fans that have record players out there?
for sure, dude.
Wow,
we
yeah,
got
I
a
guess
hip
that's
fan
true.
base, dude. We got
I
hip
guess that's
happening
true.
cats, man.
They just sent me the cover. I haven't even showed it to you guys. They sent it to me.
This is a picture of you.
This is a picture of me.
Where'd you get your photo shoot?
Let me tell you about this photo shoot that I
Uh-huh.
did. I'm so uncomfortable. It sucks, right?
Yeah.
You got to do a photo shoot. It sucks. It's uncomfortable. And, it's not in a studio because I wanted to do it at the beach.
Yeah.
So there's people walking by and stuff. And I saw a guy that I knew, just like a guy I see walking the dog that
Mhm.
also has golden retrievers. And then later he sees me again and he's like, "Hey, what's that photo shoot all about?"
Oh, wow.
And I got to talk to him about it.
Yeah,
I'm just, posing.
That was worst case
Like
scenario.
I want to be an Instagram influencer or something.
Uh-huh. Do you tell him what it was? I mean, you got no problem.
Yeah,
telling
I
people
told
you're
him
a
what it
comedian.
was. Those are the options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some different fonts
Oh.
on there. Some different colorful stuff.
I can already
So
tell.
I put on a outfit for the photo
What's under
shoot.
my
I wore
eyes
this
right
like
now?
cabana. I wore my cabana outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sitting on the beach, and then we also took some photos where like I'm in the water, and I'm like, it'd be funny if I just like let the waves get me wet. So I did that,
Uh-huh.
and then I come out of the ocean, and the photographer's like, "Yeah, I guess we're done shooting you from the waist down,
Oh, because you
Now
got
that
the
you're
clothes all
wet.
wet. Yeah, yeah.
idiot."
He was
They were
mad about
mad?
it?
No, he wasn't mad. He was totally cool, but we had already gotten a lot
These
of
are
shots.
in the order of how much I like them, and I really like one. One is by far the favorite. I think
Mhm.
based on how good it is, not how
That's
bad
what
the
I
other
just
ones are.
text back.
I think
Also,
one is
one is my
hardcore my favorite.
One's your favorite?
I think if you did a little bit of maybe that kind of coloring on the title in the second one,
Uh-huh.
like if you like one of the colors
Oh, you'd
from
like that
one
second
of these-
one more, yeah.
one of these colors into that, but I think you got it with one. I
With
think you're just
one.
locked in with
Well,
one.
let me get
It's
in
so
here.
good.
One's it. Let's see.
Let me
It's
get in
so
here. Fuck
good.
all this.
I thought there was an animated version of that, or
There
is,
not
yeah.
animated,
I also
cartoony
had-
version.
Shane Smith, who did our podcast logo and the Pumpkin Spice logo and the Live from Elkhart cover. I loved his drawing so much that even though it's not going to be the cover of the album, I wanted to get art from him that I could use as a sticker or t-shirt
Oh,
or
fun.
a magnet, just something to promote the album.
I love one. I love two. I mean, those are my two faves.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, are you concerned at all about ending up on Wiki Feets now, my man?
You know what's funny is when I look at the photos, I was like, oh, my feet are in these. I wonder if Tommy's gonna hate it because my feet are in these. But you're sitting on the beach. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna look stupid if I'm in shoes.
Too much of a bit to just subtly pixelate your feet and make no mention of it? Just kind of do it. I think I would do that. That would make me laugh.
It's pretty fun.
Just to see if
That
it
is pretty funny.
and just do it.
That's pretty funny.
It's very funny. You don't say anything about it. People will notice it, and it'll be fun.
Legs look great, though. I mean,
good-looking legs
Thanks,
there.
bro.
Legs are
Thank
looking
you.
strong.
Thank you.
That's a great album right there.
I think this
Thank
is
you.
great. And the photos real, like the birds in the back and everything.
Yeah, the guy did a great job taking the photos.
Where'd you find this guy?
He lives here in LA. Matt Masisco. I might be messing up his last name, but you'll see him around town just at stand-up shows taking photos. I had actually met him before at a stand-up show.
Now,
I'm very much. I love number one. I love the idea that I can't remember who thought of it, but pixelating your feet.
I'll tell you this. That would look great on a pressed record, my man. I'm telling you.
That actually would be a cool record,
It'd be
huh?
a cool record.
It's cool.
It reminds me of the Beach Boys.
Exactly
Beach
right.
Beach men.
Beach
Beach
guys.
men's more like it.
Couple of beach guys. Here's the thing about me. I can't have trouble smiling in photographs.
Uh-huh.
I have trouble smiling.
Have you tried saying cheese? That helps.
Cheese. I can't do it. I also can't just smile at smile on the street. I got to do that classic.
Have you ever had the photographer jiggle keys?
Oh, I should try that.
That works too.
But it's come up multiple times where Maura was like, you got to figure this out before we get wedding photos taken. She was like, you have to, I don't know what you have to do, but you got to figure
I feel
it
like
out.
I've seen you smile in a photo. What about that photo that's the top of our group thread? Is he smiling?
Oh, yeah. I don't
But
know.
that's like, I can smile when someone something makes me laugh and someone snaps the photo, but I can't just if someone's like smile, I can't do it without feeling like a fucking psycho.
Oh, yeah, he's smiling.
And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to figure it out. I got to take a class.
Let's see your smile right now.
Smiling class?
Why you doing like that?
I don't know. I feel weird. I
Do
don't
you always
like
show
it.
them any teeth?
No, you're showing the right amount of teeth. They're just everything's a little too open.
I'm telling you, I don't know what to do. I don't like doing it. It makes me feel
Have you done the
uncomfortable.
teethless smile where it's like a grin?
That's what I do. I smile with my mouth closed and I kind of smirk. And Maura's like, I don't
Just
like.
relax your face
do
right
that.
now and just get happy.
I can't do it.
I'd say you go with that relaxed face look. That's pretty good. I like the relaxed face.
I think that's that could be fun. It's like an artistic choice to make. We just neither of us smile in any photo.
I mean, you look
very
at
of a time.
old black and white wedding photos. Nobody was smiling in those.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of why we took our.
We're at the beginning of another depression, probably. So I think it'll make sense in the future that you're not smiling.
Wedding photographers, they're like, these are the photos I've taken. I'm like, these all look like photos.
Have you hired the photographer?
Hired the photographer.
Nice.
I think she's gonna do great. I really like her photographs, but
Nice.
in choosing one, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not I don't have a trained artistic eye.
Yeah.
They all look nice,
If you guys want to see a photo of Alex and his bride to be, it recently got posted on the internet today. Our wedding photographer posted wedding photos from our wedding. As like hey,
I love this
photographer.
Your wedding photographer, great. Took some great photos.
There's a great photo of Alex and Maura.
Well, not good enough for you to use them.
Here's what I'll say. Great photos taken by your photographer. But there was one photo specifically where you guys were like, we don't know why she took this photo. And that is the photo she chose to use.
She likes it, She likes it. She must feel like this looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys' heads right out of the photo. Should I tag you in it?
Sure.
Yeah,
tag me.
I saw a thing the other day that a wedding photographer, they were like, some version of like, I probably get a lot of shit for this, but every wedding I photograph at the reception, later in the reception, I give the camera to the drunkest groomsman
That's fun.
at some point, and they show the pictures. I'm like, these are fantastic.
That's pretty great. Our friends Emily Winter and Chris Calagero, they showed us a picture that their photographer's like, I do this at the end of every wedding. I save 2 bottles of champagne, and he set up a light behind them, and they're like kind of back to back, and they're spraying the champagne.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking music video.
Cool.
It's a really cool shot. We're not doing that, but it
You
was
guys
very
not
cool.
doing it?
We're not doing it, but it's very cool.
I'll bring you 2 bottles of champagne.
Oh, that's really sweet of you.
Cheap stuff. I mean, you're wasting it.
Yeah, I know. Spraying it all over you. Well, it's going to go on you. You might want to get something you like.
Why don't you want to do it? You like it.
Well, it's like that photographer's thing. I feel would feel
Oh, it'd be
weird being
stealing?
like, hey, different photographer could you do this?
What if it's like you guys both exhaling a huge hit off a joint or something?
That'd be
into
cool.
the smoke.
That'd be cool as
It'd be
hell.
real cool.
That'd be cool as hell. There is one room in the venue. So, like, the venue, it's got a lot of little small areas in it. One big room. The big is a relative word, but there's one room that's just kind of, it's like oddly placed. It's in the middle of the venue. And when we walked through, they were like, people do a lot of like weird stuff in here. We've had weddings where people like hire a tattoo artist and they're in here and people can get tattoos at the wedding.
I know a tattoo artist if you guys want to do that.
We're trying to figure out what we're going to put in that room.
Mhm.
We don't know what we're going to put in that room yet.
What about a lot of balls?
Oh, fill it up with balls? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Balloon room.
A ballroom.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Balloon room?
Balloon room would be fun. What about a rage room?
What about foam?
Foam?
Remember those foam parties?
Oh,
from
yeah.
college? You ever go to a foam party?
Like at a dance club?
Yeah, it's just full of foam in there.
Already some great pictures here. I think I'd really love to dig into this.
What if that's just a no clothes room?
A nude room?
Yeah, nude room.
A nude room?
Do you feel like being nude?
A dry sauna? Yeah. I'm into it. Well,
What if you guys just stand in there? It's like a wax museum situation.
if we just
Oh,
as
yeah.
still as possible, or we actually get wax figures of ourselves?
Either one's great with me.
Or what if you guys cover yourselves in that metallic paint and do that robot thing where if people put like $1 in your can, you do a dance?
Oh, like on the Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The
That'd
human
be cool
statue.
too, wouldn't it?
I'm
What
into
about just a guy you pay like a? I was gonna say like get like a known actor, but you just get an actor.
I've thought about this.
and you did?
I have thought about this.
Okay, what was yours?
Of just having a celebrity just be in that room and not tell anyone.
Yeah.
They're just in that room.
Uh-huh.
And people go in that room, they're like, oh, sorry. And they're
Okay,
like, I think,
Oh,
so
who do you
my
think you
pitch
could
was
get?
get a celebrity, but have them like on the phone having a breakdown.
oh, that's fun.
Like or a private financial call, like with just kind of like
yeah.
we've lost everything. I don't even know what we're gonna. I mean, in the stock market, not in the real way that just happened.
That would be fun.
That's pretty cool.
Well, here we are in the wedding arena. We might as
You're
well.
such a coffee guy. Maybe you get a barista in there.
That'd be kind of fun, huh?
You
Get
go
the
in
end
there,
of the
you get
night,
a
a little cup of
barista.
coffee.
And then in the foam in the top, it's you and Maura.
Oh, I
They
like
do that. Portrait.
That's
Takes a long time.
that's a long. Yeah, there's a huge line.
The line is ridiculous.
Can it be a snack room?
Could be a snack room. Yeah, snack room's kind of the back room. There'll be some snacks in the back.
You know what?
room.
John Conrad had this, and his wife, she was there too. They had a candy buffet. Why don't you do one of them?
I like that.
Pretty cool. It was a whole table
Just
full of
candy?
candy, and then it had like Chinese takeout boxes.
Yeah.
You just grab that and you fill it with the different candy that you want.
Well, I also know another guy who had a candy giveaway at his wedding, and he kind of
Yeah.
regretted doing it. So I don't.
Well, I didn't regret doing it at all. I would have been pushier with people to take them,
Yeah.
and I wish I would have taken all of them that were left over. I took 10 for myself,
Yeah.
10 of the to-go candy favors from our wedding, and I left the rest for the staff, thinking that was a nice thing to do, and
nice.
it still was,
It's
maybe.
nice,
But
yeah.
I think I would have liked having them more than the staff of the staff.
Yeah.
Probably was happy enough with the money that we gave them,
Right.
and I would have been more happy to keep all
Eating
that
these gummy
candy.
bears,
Yeah.
dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I regret not taking more of the gummy bears, knowing what we know now.
Yeah. So many left over.
Gummy bears.
Well, here we are in the wedding arena. What are these unanswered questions about this bachelor party? We'll move back in time to the bachelor
Oh
party.
yeah. How are we going to decide who gets the beds? We got 12 guys.
Uh-huh.
I've
I
seen
think we
no
got 8
emails about the
beds.
beds.
There's been no emails about the beds.
I think it's 12 guys, 8 beds.
We got I have an air mattress. I figured I could bring the air
I have
mattress.
2 air mattresses. I'm planning on bringing them because as much as I love my friends, I
Mhm.
don't want to sleep with them.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, I get it. I got an air mattress. I figure I'd bring that. I mean, we can divvy them up ahead of time.
Uh-huh,
It could be a topic of conversation at this Thursday dinner we have.
I'm in
That's
for
a good
that.
idea.
Uh-huh.
Let's have a conversation.
How many single beds are
A
there?
competition.
That I'd have
I
to.
think there's 4. I looked at the thing earlier
4
today.
kings? 4.
I think there's 1 king, 3 queens, and then there's 1 room with 4 twins.
Okay.
4 twins in a room.
4
Okay.
twins.
Here's what I would have done is I would have staggered the price
Uh-huh.
based
Mhm.
on the beds,
Well,
which
that's-
I've done in every Big Bear trip we've
That
done.
still can be done because Sam is not divvied up. He's not split up the
Mhm.
cost of the
I would do
trip
that. I mean,
yet.
I think you're.
You want to
Here's the
come in
thing-
with a bid at this dinner on Thursday?
Oh.
Bid.
Well, I'm not bidding. I'm
bidding
bidding
war.
against myself
Let's
if
have
there's no
an
numbers out there.
auctioneer. Let's have an auction.
Here's what I think.
Put these rooms up for bid.
Whatever that is, it's divided by not Alex,
Obviously.
and
Yeah,
then
I wanna
Alex gets
pay.
a king
Yeah.
bed to
Uh-huh,
himself in a room, and then whatever's left is divvied and filtered and We can. I think if you're in that 4-bed room, you should pay less than the person sleeping in a king or queen solo, and I would pay more to sleep by myself.
Look, how about if you're sleeping on a air mattress?
Huh?
How about if you're sleeping on an air mattress?
Yeah,
we're
we're
either
usually-
on air mattresses or sharing beds.
Okay, so
Which I would rather air mattress than share bed.
Yeah, for sure.
Love to hear everybody's thoughts on that.
'Cause also, you could get in the living room away from people on an air mattress.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
yeah, I
Also-
think the air mattresses and the 4 bunkers are paying less.
there's also 4 hammocks outside. I don't know if you saw those.
And you said it was 30 degrees?
well, if you're a coward. If you're a coward, you
Well, I'll just bring my sleeping bag.
Can we
now.
bring a
Yeah,
hammock
sleep in a
inside?
hammock.
sleep in it. Wait, I mean, I think
Sleep
you
in a
can just
hammock
drill
outside.
into the
What if I sleep all
weight-bearing
day,
wall.
stay up all night? We use these beds in shifts.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
all
there we
right,
go.
there you go. Yeah.
I got the daytime shift on the king bed.
We're solving problems is what we're doing here now. I like it. I like it a lot. What other?
Do you think there's going to be any games, like any tournaments going on there? I mean, there's fun games at this place.
There's a lot of fun games. There's
Dave
a
Way
volleyball
bringing
court.
games?
I was going to talk to Dave about bringing maybe a couple games from the game house. Seeing, I know there's a couple I played over there that aren't like super involved. They're just fun, sit around drinking,
sit around games.
sit around games. This game Tapple. You ever played Tapple?
Mm-mm.
Is that when you walk by your friend and tap him in the nuts?
Hell yeah, it is.
Mhm.
You goddamn right it is.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
But
With
that,
an apple.
and then I figure on Saturday, my dream day on Saturday is to go into this Joshua Tree National Park, go on
Okay.
a little hike with my bros, and
Sure.
be high on mushrooms in Joshua Tree National
While
Park.
you're hiking?
Yeah, just walking.
What kind of shoes you wearing for this hike? What the fuck's going on down here?
I mean,
what kind of shoes you wear with
I
mushrooms?
could just wear these shoes. I mean,
You wear like a hookah?
yeah. Joshua Tree is not like a mountainous park. It's it's a desert park. So you're not traversing.
Has
any
anyone
crazy terrain.
volunteered to be like, what do you call it, a custodian to the people that are high? Chaperone?
Well, the one guy
Be a
who I
chaperone?
Can I be a
thought-
chaperone if I'm on pot?
Yeah.
I think I mean, I don't think there's many ways to say it. I'm worried I'm too sad under the surface to be on mushrooms right now
You
for
know,
the first time ever.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a valid concern.
I want to have one of these epiphanies on mushrooms that like changes my life for the better.
Do a hero dose.
Yeah, I want to have one of those things.
So if I take a bunch of, not a bunch, but I'll take just like a chill amount of gummies and I'll chaperone you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody needs to explain what that means, though. I'm not jerking anybody off.
Well, then we got to pick a different guy. You volunteered. You said you wanted to do it. No, I think that works out great. I think that'd be
We
fun.
drinking?
Drinking. I gotta go get.
Mhm.
I got some wine from the
some wine?
Fabulist. I'll bring from the cellar.
Okay,
Oh, from the cellar?
there we go. Get some wine.
That's
I had to put
exciting.
this wine because I got a couple of years ago as a Mother's Day gift. I ordered a subscription to this wine. Is it a vineyard or whatever? We had a bottle that the Hellermans brought over, very kind of them, and I was like, I like this stuff. So I said, hey, for Mother's Day, I'm going to do this. That you get 6 bottles. It's a subscription thing, and then Mother's Day comes and goes. It doesn't come, and I realize you get 6 when they're ready. So twice a year,
Oh,
you
wow.
get a shipment of 6 bottles, but it's when like
They
it's-
harvest the
it's
wine.
whatever. So it was very late.
Loose
But
operation.
I here's what happened is the person who got these for, I realized when they came, she'd open a bottle and be like, I don't like that, and then the bottle would be gone, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And she's just like dumping out bottles of wine
Oh,
that she
no.
doesn't enjoy. So when they come now, I just put them in that little wine cellar under the
Okay, yeah.
under the ground in
Ah.
our kitchen. So there's a few bottles down there now.
All right.
And there's some. We
Proper
got
wine
some
cellar.
champs. Do you want to bring some champs?
yeah. Okay.
I should bring some champs.
Yeah, some
Sure.
champs,
we have
dude.
really nice champagne, and then we have
Really?
like okay champagne.
Bring me okay stuff.
Randy, okay, yeah. I mean, just a bunch of dudes sitting around Joshua Tree.
I'll have
Maybe
a
Alex and I
mimosa.
do this back-to-back photo.
I'll have a mimosa.
Yeah, get mimosas going. Yeah, we can do that back-to-back photo. I also might drink a Bloody Mary at midnight again. I mean, who knows what I'm going to
Oh.
do, you know?
Should we get some? I mean, my bachelor party was such a hit. Should we try to find some Malort out here?
No. Andy, stop it.
I feel like the favorite thing of a lot of people was doing the Malort shots.
How are we at 12 people?
Huh? We're not. We're at 10.
10?
Why are you saying 12? You're scaring everybody
Well,
about these
there was
beds.
one
There was
person that
it
doesn't
was
have a
like
bed
if
then.
everyone
No,
came.
it's
I
2 people
think.
that doesn't have a bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 2.
And then we got
That's
those
easily
air
solved.
mattress. I mean, yeah, we're
Yeah.
gold. We're solid gold.
Circling back to the beds here, is that we're going to bring that up on Thursday?
I think so. I think it's a thing to talk about on Thursday. Yeah.
The grocery list is popping off.
Grocery list. You guys like biscuits and gravy?
I love them.
Sure.
It's something I love to eat that it seems so unhealthy that I don't often permit myself to eat it. Also, it seems
that
like
your
something
favorite
that's
thing?
maybe a little tricky to make.
It's Sam's favorite food. He can make it good.
He's
and
good at
he's
making it.
offered to make it on Saturday
Is he making
for
fresh
breakfast.
biscuits or Pillsbury biscuits?
I assume Pillsbury biscuits, but he would make the gravy from scratch.
Okay.
So, I don't know. So, I mean,
Well, that's
he's
exciting.
he's offered it up as cover a meal.
Well, I
Yeah.
love it.
So,
And I bought a bag of golden sriracha Doritos.
I saw that. I'm excited.
You pretty excited about those?
I'm excited about that.
I wonder if they came out because of the ban on red dye. They're like, well, we do it gold now. Do you think? I mean, it
maybe,
lines up.
Yeah.
It lines right
That's
up.
a good theory.
They're getting ahead of the no red with like, well, our sriracha is gold.
What other snacks you want? What do you want? What's the snack you want? Huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know. I mean, there's got to be something that let loose. I mean, here's the thing: a sugary cereal that I don't let my kids have would be nice.
Okay. Yeah. All
Something
right.
chocolate, a
I'm into
chocolate
that.
breakfast,
I'll get a big family
an
size.
Entenmann's chocolate donut.
Coke. Okay.
Chocolate donut. What's the
gotta write
cereal
this
pick?
down.
What do you pick? Cocoa Pebbles?
Well,
Reese's Puffs?
a puff, a puff, or a
Cinnamon Toast
Cocoa
Crunch?
Crisp would be the thing.
A
Uh-huh.
puff
And
or a
then
crisp.
There's also, we're going down the cereal aisles these days. It's
Yeah, there's new stuff.
crazy.
You never know.
Puff and Entenmann's. I'm texting this to myself. Get you those.
And Jason's volunteered to do the Costco run
Mm-hmm.
for the Google Doc. And
Check
then I
those
think
out.
just people bring in, Tom said he'll bring whiskey, then someone brings beers, and then someone brings something else.
A little potluck vibe.
I'll bring
over
a
here.
handle of
potluck
vodka.
Yeah, a little potluck vibe. Bring a little something.
I got some hard ginger beers in my fridge.
Now, how do you guys
Left over from the summer.
I did. How do you guys feel about macaroni salad and coleslaw? Because I did shoot that down in the thread. It felt like an absurd thing to suggest. But I mean, I just don't like it. Do you guys like macaroni salad?
It's not like I'm wild about it, but if there's a tub of it and I'm having a burger or a dog, I'll have a scoop.
I don't want any tubbed food. That's my rule.
I'll scoop out of a tub.
No tubbed food here. You know what I mean? No tubbed food.
You're a big dessert guy. Do you have dessert wishes?
I thought.
Do you want Heather's cookies? Because what I've done before is
Sure.
she's made the dough and I brought them down and cooked them
Oh, sure.
fresh.
Yeah.
I'll
sure.
see if we
Well,
can get some of those.
It's even better than what I was about to offer. I was going to offer. We got a bakery over in Santa Monica. You told me to check out.
Oh.
I could go over there. I mean, you're
Yeah.
getting everything the night and not the day of.
I mean, that's fine. I'm a big
so
sweets
I don't
guy.
know how fresh it is,
I
but
I thought about getting one of those big tubs of croissants, and here I am saying no tubs, but a
Tubs,
big
sure.
thing of croissants, and then the next on that Saturday making almond croissants because they're really quick and easy to
Oh.
make. Was a thought I had, but I mean, I like this. I like the Santa Monica bakery thing, this cookie
Mhm,
thing. Everything's
mhm,
coming at me
mhm.
right now. I've yet to hear a bad idea, so I'm all in. I'm very excited.
Well, it's going to be fun.
Very excited. Stay tuned.
Is there
for
a
that day.
strip club down there?
That I don't know about.
We'll
So
look
we
into
bringing a
that.
stripper
or like
in?
hookers or something.
Yeah, we should get something.
We've got something going.
He should lose his virginity before this wedding.
No, guys, no. What else on that rundown, Andy? What else we got there?
Oh, laugh of the week.
Oh,
You
laugh
said
of the
you got a
week.
laugh of the week.
Oh, this is my laugh of the week.
Yeah, let's hear
This is a little pearl in a sea of bad news. But yeah, those fires going in
That's not funny at all, man.
California. Well, I was going all over. There's a couple days where I'm getting like, now I understand the importance of a go bag. It's always a
Yeah.
thing I heard about. And you got to have
It's
that.
for mob people.
You got to have a
Mhm.
go bag. And we didn't have one.
Mhm.
So when everyone was doing it, I was
Mhm.
assembling
Yeah.
our go bag. So I was going to hardware stores all around. And I was looking for batteries and,
Yeah.
emergency radios
Hatchets.
and shit, hatchets.
Uh-huh.
But so I'm at Home Depot and I'm at the self checkout and it's me. And then right here is like a mom in her like early 50s, late 40s, and her teenage son talking. And they are white and they're talking to a Hispanic employee of the Home Depot.
Mhm.
And all I hear is them talking. And then I hear the mom, with no attempt to do the accent, just hit this guy with a gracias. And then I look over and her teenage son just goes, Mom. So embarrassed. And it really made me laugh.
Oh, that's
really
fun.
got me laughing.
That's a student at my school of foreign languages with no accents. Big idea that I put forth. Not
You
too
might
long
want to
ago.
reach out to her being a teacher at the school, and because she made no attempt and really got her son fired up. That was my laugh of the week. But so I guess that could segue into us doing a little fire update.
Fire update.
Andy, you were in San Diego for how long?
Well, yeah, we stayed in a town a little bit north of San Diego. Del Mar, I mentioned on the podcast, was a very cool hotel. They hooked up a lot of people with discounts that were displaced from the fire. Del Mar Beach Hotel. Check them out if you ever want to go to Del Mar. Yeah, it was stressful being away from home, not knowing what was going on at home. It didn't, other than the first day, it didn't seem like we were really in danger of fire making it to our place. We were more staying out of worries about the air quality. So it was a weird, forced vacation where Tori worked all day from the hotel, and I just seemed to be doing errands and stuff all day. I mean, I got some of my work type things done, but it was, I don't know, it was just like being on the road a little bit where you're eating meals in bed, you eat 3 meals out a day.
Yeah.
It's good to be home. I'm glad to be home. And there's certainly, of all the worst things to happen to someone, having to spend a week at the beach is pretty not that bad,
Yeah.
Darwin loved it. Swam in the ocean a couple times. They let dogs walk on the beach there on a leash.
Hey.
Except for
nice.
if you go far enough on this beach, you get to an off-leash area where it's dogs everywhere. It's very fun.
Dog beach?
Dog beach, yeah. Off-leash.
God.
Dogs are having the time of their lives.
Did you ever think about moving down there? At what point in the trip
We
were you
looked
like,
at prices for houses, yeah.
Yeah.
Day 2, it was like, this place is awesome.
I love San
Let
Diego.
me tell you, you can live there too. If you got $4 million, you can buy the cheapest house they have.
No
Okay.
way.
In
Is that
Del
right?
Mar.
No
In Del
way.
Mar?
That's
$4
it?
million.
$4 mil? Golly.
Dude, slide right in there, man.
Where's
It's
Del
a
Mar?
beautiful
Is that
community.
like north of the San Diego?
It's north of San
South?
Diego, yeah. It's north of San
Okay.
Diego. It was about a half-hour drive to that bakery you recommended to me.
Oh, I saw this. This was.
But I checked it out. Wayfarer Bakery.
I got real into watching day in the life of baker videos on YouTube, where you watch these bakers just go through their routine. Because I think I romanticize the idea of owning a bakery until I really start thinking about how early these people get up, and then it becomes not as fun. But this one, this one looked really cute.
It's my passion, but the hours.
The hours not great.
I do not like the hours.
But I said that to you. I said, check this bakery out. And you went.
I went. Yeah, I went.
What'd you get?
I got a jalapeno cheese croissant, which was my favorite thing that I had.
Boo.
I got an almond croissant, also delicious. I got my queen, like a potato spinach tile, I think they called it. Tile. It was also like croissanty.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a couple cookies. And everything was good, but the cookies were hard when I ate them. And I don't know if it's because they were in a box with croissants for a few hours. And I don't know what happened, but cookies are hard.
Were you rubbing them a lot before?
Yeah.
I showed him my shirtless pics.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it, Andy. Can't show cookies pictures.
I kept running my tongue along the edges of the cookie.
Yeah, that'll happen
too. Yeah, that was kind of edging them a little bit.
I took a friend who was near an evacuation. Did we talk about this on the short episode?
Very briefly, and then you disappeared from it. So
when we just had a sleepover. Yeah, that was
fun.
That was fun. And then just we stayed inside a lot, and I think by like the third or fourth day, the skies were blue like this, and it was just like the air quality, and everybody's saying like, "Hey, don't go outside and don't breathe." It just started to feel odd to be like I was texting my family like I'm surrounded by fires, but we're okay.
Yeah.
And then everything looked okay, and we just having to like readjust of like, it's okay that my kid stayed on Nintendo Switch all day because there's no real alternative right now.
Right.
And like whatever, just it's a very odd thing to go through. I can't even imagine how these kids process it. I know I have one kid that treated it like snow days where she was like, sweet, no school. And the other kid asked a lot of questions. And No idea what the long tail is. She's now asking about what happens if we die. So I think that's
Sure.
a bit of the long tail.
Feels connected.
Is her mom's 51, so she's like, well, you're probably gonna die soon. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So I talk about that.
You
and
tell
then
her you're gonna eat her
she
body.
did say if daddy, she said if daddy dies, I don't want you to marry someone else.
Oh,
Which I took as a compliment.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I
That's
like that.
huge. Yeah.
That's real nice.
That's a huge dub for you. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, I think I'm doing something
That's
right.
a rose.
Feels
That's a
good.
rose in the fire. We lived life on a razor's edge for I think 9 days straight, where it was just nonstop stress. Where we were close enough to be at risk, kind of like if you were if you would have stayed, but far enough away that we were safe. Where it was like it was hard to communicate to people of like where the stress level is at peak all the time, every hour that we're awake, but we're also fine. Nothing around us in our immediate vicinity is on fire. But we evacuated for a night, which I think I said, and then came back. It was wild. It made me realize how often people in my life check the news based on when I was getting texts. Because I got a bunch in the beginning, but then like almost every day I got a text from a different person where it was like, a week later, I was still getting texts from people. I was like, have you just opened the news app? And
I was getting a lot
remembered you lived there.
A lot of people checking on you. I was getting a lot of people checking on me, and then I was checking on a lot of people. And I was kind of in that moment, like I was in like we're in disaster times. Like there's a once in a generation or once in the history of the country fire going on. So I'm like, I'd be like, hey, are you okay to someone? And they're like, we're fine. Are you okay? I'm like, we're good. And then they'd be like, and I'm like, we're not, this to me is like, I'm like, are you okay? And then I'm running to the next one. I don't have time to sit back. We're not doing fucking 5 texts about whatever. Jason, who, which I thought this was funny. And he's, I'm not telling stories out of school. He has, people in the Midwest that he said that they were getting texts like, why the fuck they move the Rams Vikings game? And then they were like, holy shit. Like people didn't find out until they moved a football game for some.
That is crazy. Where it was, it was a real wild week where it was like, we were stressed that was like, are we okay? And then we got to a point where we're like, I think we're okay. And then the fires just kept going where we have a good friend who their home was like, they had to build like a line of firefighters to like keep it from going over. If it went over this ridge, their house was gone. So it's like, then the stress moved to like, oh, I hope these people that we love are okay. Where it's like, there was just nonstop stress. It was also surreal where I've said it to Maura a bunch of times where it's like you watch, I think like growing up in the Midwest, when you think about a house fire, you picture firefighters spraying that house down with water, but like watching the news and just seeing videos of like, well, we're just waiting to see what happens. Like there was no version of like, we're not putting this fire out. It's just going to keep going. Was like, it felt like a dream. Like it's surreal to watch. It was very scary, but very grateful that we're okay and that we made it through unscathed. But also tell me how you feel about this. I was, feel very helpless and you kind of want to do what you can, make donations, drop things off. I was like, maybe I'll bake cookies and give them to like the firefighters and stuff. And was met with a, that's weird in my own home. Do you
from
guys,
the firefighters?
From the, well, I not from the firefighters. I dropped it off some volunteers. I was going to drop it. I think what I needed was a child. I think if I had a kid with me and was like, our family made these for you. It's less weird than just another adult being like, hey, I made you these.
Well, I don't know where things land now or in LA schools, but I know in Raleigh schools years ago when I was living there being a stepdad, they wouldn't you couldn't bring baked goods for children. So I would think, I wonder if you would get pushback on like, you can't just give.
That's what
you can bring baked goods. We bring baked goods every birthday party to our kids' school. Like, and then also they have like classic bake sales of Ziploc baggies of a cookie. The firefighters would have appreciated it.
I gave it to some people. They seemed very appreciative of it, but more it was like some people are weird about baked goods, like
Mhm.
if it just came from a home kitchen. So I was like,
I
all right.
don't. I
Yeah.
think it's like your heart's in the right place, and they're in a like. I don't think in a moment when these guys have worked 48 hours in a row putting out fires, they're gonna be like, "Can you fucking believe this guy?" I think in the moment they're gonna be like, "That's super nice. Thank you so much." Even if one guy eats them and they dump the rest in the trash. My pitch early on was, we evacuate, but the wives stay back and fuck these firefighters.
Yeah, I think that's a nice
pretty
gift.
cool.
Yeah,
I mean, also here's the thing I'm going to say.
Kind of a treat for the wives.
I don't think that they're in any danger of not getting fucked after this. I think firefighters are at the top of the list already.
yeah.
And a California firefighter right now is, I mean, they're more worried about their dick falling off than their lungs.
It's the only job with the sexy calendar just associated with the job.
Here's
Sexy.
here's how much they're getting fucked right now is that I go to this one of my like 4 coffee shops I go to frequently. I'm in one and I hear one of the baristas flirting with a girl, and his whole pitch is that he used to be a volunteer firefighter at a national park years ago, and she is swooning over this guy.
God,
Wow.
just drafting off some bullshit.
He was closing this deal.
He was getting a little backdraft.
Exactly. Exactly right. I couldn't believe it. But what do you got? Anything else on that right now?
Yeah.
Have we reached the end?
The end. I gotta pee real bad.
Yeah, let's let Tommy pee.
So,
I'm going
And
to
I'm
be in Tacoma, Washington coming up soon. Also Dayton, Ohio. A bunch of dates on the website St. Louis. Go check it out. AndyWoodhull.com.
all right.
See you.
Bye.